This is a demo of the LiteraSpand application, which is designed to help kids in late primary and early secondary school to learn reading comprehension skills. So the way the application works is that you first of all create a book in the application. So here you can see we've got three, where we're going to be extracting sections of the text and answering questions on them. Setting up the application, you actually set the age of the student. And the way that the marking system works, that we'll see in a moment, is that it marks according to the age of the student. And at the moment, fairly basic components of a standardized syllabus that would be appropriate to that age. But one of the features that's coming soon is the ability to bring in syllabi from different jurisdictions, different areas and regions relative to that age. So here we're going to change the age now to just test it to make the age a little bit younger, to make the marking easier. So here we've said that we're 8 years old, we're turning comprehension on, and we're going to actually turn on this multi-select feature as well. So this means we can select more than one page of the book. So let's have a look at that now. So the book we'll be looking at now is called Anne of Green Gables, which people might be familiar with. So we're going to go into that book, and what we do is we press this green button, and it lets us select the area of the book that we want to focus on. So we'll press the button there, and we just hold it over the page, and we can see there it highlights it in grey. We can pick that page, and then we're going to pick the one next to it as well. So there we go. Sometimes it has an issue with selecting it all as one block, so we just wave it away, and then we pick the page once it comes back. There we go. Okay, so we're going to say done now. And what's happening in the background is it's sending this information to a large language model like GPT-4. And the first thing it's going to do is to summarize the text for us. Now, this is designed for younger readers to help them understand what's actually contained in the text itself as a bit of a leg up to helping them get a start on something that might be a bit of a challenge for them initially. But this feature can be turned off. Below that, we can see that the platform has automatically asked them a relevant question based on the contents of the pages that have been scanned in. So here, we're going to be asked to answer this question, and it's going to mark us automatically. So here it said, why did Anne decide to lock her new book in the jam closet? Now I have no idea what the answer to that question is because I haven't actually read these pages. So we're going to invent something and see how its marking goes. So let's see here. It's going to say, Anne decided to lock her new book in the jam closet because she liked it a lot and she didn't want anyone else to have it. Okay, so we hit the send button there and it sends it away for marking to the platform. So in the background, it's looking at the text we sent, the question that it asked and our response, and now it's going to grade us on that and give us suggestions for how we could improve our answer. So let's see how we did. I would assume very poorly in this case because we haven't actually answered it correctly. So it's given us a 40. It says it's partially correct, but it lacks detail. Well, that's good. She did want to lock her book away, but not because she didn't want anyone else to have it. Rather, she was trying to prevent herself from reading it until she had finished her lessons. She found the book very tempting. Okay, so it sounds like she really liked the book and that it was something that she really enjoyed and she didn't want to have it there. So it's given us a poor grade because we answered part of the question. Yes, she locked it away, but we got the reason wrong. So it's marked as very poorly. So let's try again. So we're going to say, Anne locked her new book away because she greatly enjoyed it and didn't want to be tempted to read it when she shouldn't. She knew she needed to finish her lessons before reading it was allowed. Okay, let's see how we've done. There we go. And unless she locked it away, she wouldn't be able to resist the temptation to read it. Okay, so one would assume we've done substantially better this time. So let's see how we've done. So again, it's going to go back to marking. And it's going to give us a score. Okay, here we go. So it's given us an 85 now. So even though we've answered it fairly well, it's given us examples of how we could have done better, in this case, quoting from the text. But now I'm not going to answer the question again. I'm actually going to ask the question that I legitimately have. So I'm going to say, what is a jam closet? Because frankly, I have no idea. But you can also here ask questions of the text. And this is useful particularly for students that are learning new words or new concepts to be able to directly interrogate the text and have it answered in context. There we go. So we've had the answer provided to us there. So now the last thing to show you is to go back all the way to the start and then to show you the statistics view. So here, a parent or a teacher can track the progress of the student in answering their questions. So I'm going to press this button and you can see here all the way down to 40 I just went when I answered that question very poorly, and then back up to my 85 score that I got here when I answered it appropriately. So let's go in here and have a look at the response. So in this view, it'll give us the question that was asked, the answer provided by the student, their grade, and the feedback that was given for that particular example. So this is a way that a teacher or a parent can monitor the progress of their student and make sure that they're getting the answers that are scored in an appropriate way.